Alright, who's ready to rock and roll with some Halo 2 on Legendary difficulty? So, like I did with Halo 1, I'm just going to use the official playlist here. Yeah, that's fine. Oh yeah, good. Make sure you select yes. Pay attention to your options here. Okay, so yeah, just have to deal with nominal amount of loading. Like, if I could have played this a little bit better from my actual Xbox instead of the PC, yeah, the loading would have been a bit better and whatnot. But, you know, unfortunately, Xbox hates things like Twitch still, even though Mixer has been gone for years and years. And they still haven't ever updated that Twitch app, so I didn't want to be locked into only being able to 30 frames per second, even though my laptop isn't going to run this game great anyway. It did okay with Halo 1. Halo 2 is a little bit more intensive, I guess, because this one really pushed the original Xbox to its limits back in the day. Like, yeah, it's kind of crazy if this was an actual original Xbox game, you know.
There was only one chip.
So, anyway,
Are you sure?
yeah, I looked back and was like, wow, it's already been 5 years since
Why was it not destroyed?
I did the Halo 1
It fled.
Legendary playthrough, and I was like, oh, okay, yeah, now I'll get around to
But I followed with all the
moving on to Halo 2 and maybe more, maybe soon after I finish that, but, you know, one thing or after another kept pushing it back. So, and yeah, just never really got around to it. And then, at some point, I must have uninstalled the Master Chief Collection from my laptop entirely. I'm still not quite sure how I managed to get it to fit on my regular hard drive back in when I did that originally. I don't really remember, and I couldn't really get it to work now. I don't know if it may just be I have a few more things installed, so that's taking up space they didn't really have. So anyway, gotta do solid state external drive, and you know, here we are. And yeah, Halo 2 definitely expands on the story here a bit. So now we're getting, you know, story from the perspective of the Covenant, which we never got. Everything was pretty much almost exclusively from Master Chief's point of view in Halo 1. And kind of an interesting aside, like, the original release of the game, like, there was two versions. You have the standard release, and there was also a limited edition steelbook release. The fun thing about that, if you have the standard release, the instruction booklet, you know, remember those things, was kind of just written like normal, like from the human perspective. But if you got the collector's edition, a lot of it was written from, basically from the Covenant perspective. Like, it was really cool when you look through things like, you know, the weapon descriptions and information, you know, having them written from the Covenant point of view, especially when it came to the human weapons. It was kind of a fun thing that they did.
Plating was about to fail. There's viscosity throughout the gel layer.
Alright, so
Optics totally fried.
now we're actually going to get into gameplay. Now, one difference that we're going to notice pretty quickly from when we played Halo 1 is that even though we're playing on Legendary, we're actually going to be forced to do the calibration tutorial. Even though it's very simple. I don't even know if it actually does calibration officially. Like the Halo 1, Halo 2, you could actually change things. Like if you want to invert your Y-axis, you know, that was an option. But now I think this one is really, it's kind of just built in as part of like a active storyline.
I guess it was all obsolete anyway. Your new suit's a Mark 6. Just came up from Songnam this morning. Try and take it easy until you get used to the upgrades. Okay, let's test your targeting first thing. Please look at the top light. Good. Now look at the bottom light.
Yeah.
All right. Look at the top light again. That's it. Now the bottom one. Okay. Everything checks out.
Yeah, there we go.
Bye. I'm gonna offline the inhibitors. Move around a little, get a feel for it. When
Yeah.
you're ready, come meet
So,
me around the
yeah, I
chopper.
think, oh yeah, we do have to actually do the shield tester here too. So I guess it's also
Pay
kind of
attention, 'cause
just
I'm only going
introducing
over
the
this
fact that,
once. This
you know, we
station will
don't
test
have
your recharging energy
the
shields.
health
Your new
anymore.
armor shields are extremely resilient, very efficient.
Yeah.
Bingo! As you can see, they recharge a lot faster.
Yeah, that's a lie. We'll find that out pretty soon here.
If your shields go down, find some cover. Wait for the meter to read fully charged.
Yeah.
That, or he can hide behind me. You done with my boy
Honestly,
here,
not a
Master
bad
Gus?
strategy
I don't
here.
see any training.
Yeah, well, if you have
Armor's working
someone
fine.
like Sergeant Johnson, man, because he's made completely invincible, so he can soak up all the damage he wants. Of course, you only see him for about, a couple minutes here and there. Yeah, so we can just speed things up a little bit here by pushing him into this elevator. Of course, the game now creates an invisible wall, so you can't actually leave the elevator, even if you wanted to.
Forget about those adjustments to your A2s.
Well, he's in a particularly fine mood. Maybe Lord Hood didn't give him an invitation.
Yeah. Now, I think if you watch speedruns, there's actually even more crazy skips that they do nowadays. Like, it used to be like, oh, they could just speed things up by pushing Johnson along and getting him into the elevator or into this tram. Now they do like a crazy thing where they can kind of manipulate boxes, and they can like get out of bounds and skip right into the next area here. Because yeah, if you're doing like a speed run, there's all kinds of dialogue here that it would just kind of waste time. I think one of the interesting things, if you play co-op, it does skip all the stuff because they don't really have a way, I guess, of doing the I guess all like that calibration test room area stuff. So you pretty much skip to like after you pretty much skip to this cutscene here, I think. Because yeah, that was like the armory that was considered a those like considered like actual missions, even though they're just like kind of cutscenes and a little bit of active walking around here. So now we're officially going to get into Cairo Station after this next cutscene. Yeah, so as we're going to go through this cutscene, another thing I'm going to say here, I know a little bit when I did Halo 1, there was a couple like small, tiny little skips I did here and there. There was a couple big ones. I didn't necessarily go out of my way to use major skips, but in Halo 1, there are several major like kind of like shortcuts and tricks that I will definitely use because just for anyone that's never played Halo games and you're not familiar, like Halo 2 Legendary is pretty much universally considered to be the hardest one. So I feel like if you're playing on Halo 2, I will fully endorse use of any kind of tricks or shortcuts or anything that you can possibly pull off, just because there's some sections, just based on the way that they kind of design some of the gameplay mechanics, that where it's like, if you're playing on Legendary, it's really, really not worth your time or your sanity to go through them when you don't necessarily have to. I mean, there's enough other difficult things to do. Yeah, so we get the nice kind of contrast here between Master Chief being commended for like all the Master Chief and Johnson being commended for their actions, even though it was mostly Master Chief, but whatever.
We have probes en route.
I apologize, but we're going to have to
they're getting commended for their actions in the first Halo game, and of course,
Thank you.
we don't know him yet, but yeah, spoilers. So yeah, the other elite there is the Arbiter, or he will be the Arbiter eventually. Was leader of the Covenant forces during the events of Halo 1, so now he's being punished for everything. Of course, you know, we're also introducing the Brutes as members of the Covenant. They weren't, they weren't
Commander Miranda Key.
kind of invented
Your
yet, I
father's
guess we would
actions
say,
were
by the
keeping
time we
the
got
highest
to
military service. His bravery in the
Halo
face
1.
of
That was a
impossible
new
odds
enemy
was
type that they
great
came up,
credit.
especially, I guess, for the story purposes for Halo 2.
The
What's
Navy
kind of interesting is that there's been a lot of talk about a remake, like a full, complete remake of Halo 1 that they're supposed to be developing, apparently. So it'll be interesting to see, since it's not going to be just, you know, a graphic remaster, like they're apparently going to be redesigning all the gameplay and stuff, if they would actually bring in like the Brutes and the bugs slash drones, whatever you like to call them. You know, any other new enemy types that came later, if they wanted to try to introduce them into
Negative, Admiral.
the Halo 1 events.
Perimeter around the cluster.
That'd be one thing to
Commander, get to your
maybe
ship.
kind of make it
Complete.
interesting in terms of doing that. I mean, if they're doing a gameplay remake, but they're keeping like everything else,
Gladly.
you know, just what we had in Halo 1, it might seem like kind of a waste there. Like, yeah, if you're gonna go from basically building from scratch, it would probably be good just to bring everything that we would have had, supposedly, you know, in universe that they just didn't have. It wasn't planned yet. You know, just have, you know, bring everything through. I think that would be interesting, like having all the new weapons and just kind of building on the sandbox. I mean, I'm still not entirely sure how I feel about the concept of a complete remake, but you know. Alright, so yeah, we're gonna get already seeing some new weapons here, like the SMG is interesting. So you can actually dual wield. I'm not gonna actually do that though.
How's it going, Malta?
Oh yeah, and they have the handgun. Now you may say like, but he's not picking up the handgun. We used the handgun for everything back in Halo 1. Yeah, the Halo 2 Magnum is nowhere near as good as the Halo 1 Magnum. Like, it was completely nerfed. Alright, so we're gonna try this here. Wait for these guys to bust this door. It's a little bit of a skip here. Alright. Any day now, they'll come through here. Alright, wait for the elites to come through. Alright, then we just sneak right on through here. Ah. Yeah, see how quickly you just go to...
This navigates all night.
Alright, excellent. That's what we wanted to do. We wanted to be able to lure...
I need a squad in Habitat Alpha ASAP.
Okay, whoa, hold on.
Got it.
I'll stay here.
Alright, well, they actually finished them off for me, so that's good. Yeah.
Row center, sir.
So yeah, we got to save dealing with the enemies in that first room there.
Quick response team to Security Station 3.
Yeah, we're gonna lean heavily on the noob combo in this game for obvious reasons. It's even better than it used to be in Halo 1 because they like switching between the plasma pistol into the battle rifle is so much more smooth than, you know, switching back and forth to, you know, say the you know, like the plasma pistol and the regular pistol or whatever other weapon you might be using. Alright, let's go. Excellent. Hey. No! Got him. Ah. Oh. No! Ah, man, I wasn't even paying attention. And I fell through the map entirely. That was weird. Good thing my plasma shot completely missed there. Yeah, I probably won't bother, I probably won't bother keeping a running death tally, because I fully expect that I'll end up, yeah, I fully expect that I'm gonna have a lot more deaths than I did in, aha, okay. There we go, got you guys. Pick up a new plasma pistol.
Man, good to see you.
Alright. Yeah, so far all this is all the mostly easy parts of this mission. Now, I think I probably talked a little about this maybe like back when I originally did Halo 1, like where crap. Yeah. No. Okay, let's get rid of you. Yeah, I'm almost out of battle rifle ammo, which is not great. Aha, there we go. Alright, just take advantage of your fallen allies dropping their ammo. Okay. Yeah, Big Red there was gonna show up in. Alright. That did not work out so well. Okay, let's... There we go. Jeez. Alright, let's see. Get another plasma pistol here. More battle rifle ammo. Alright, well, dual wield, just in case. That is one handy thing with the dual wielding. I don't necessarily go out of my way to use dual wielding so much, but for when you want to carry like multiple weapons to like a different area when you might end up losing them. Alright. So this room here, like before, like me and my friends really knew much about like the noob combo. Like this room was like one of the banes of our lives, because we're like, okay, how do you know, like how do you clear out this place when you have like all these enemies that just keep respawning out of here? I forget like how many waves you get. I think it's like maybe 4 or 5 waves that'll come out of here. Jeez, alright. Yeah, fortunately, once you kind of get the nuances of using the plasma pistol, it definitely makes, you know, dealing with, like, elites so much less stressful. Ugh. And pick up some more battle rifle ammo here. Alright, yeah, get rid of some of these guys here, because, man, we are... Man, we got a lot of you guys! Oh, what the heck. Alright, let's see if I can... Can I actually get one of you guys to, like, not shoot me for, like, 50 times in a row? Ah. Yeah, and of course now we're locked out of that other room area there. Ugh, of course. My shot ends up hitting... great, then we lost all our progress for this room. What else is new? Wow, did I actually just hit the stupid grunt instead of one of the elites? There we go. Thank you. There we go. Actually, get rid of a bunch of the grunts before they, leave the stupid, tunnel here. Alright. Got rid of the... and that one wave so fast that the next wave came through practically before they all got out of the tunnel. Alright, let me, let's go over here. Yeah, look at these guys, like, just all absolutely... throwing fire right in my face here.
Fire team to Tram Terminal 1.
There we go, got him. Phew! Wait, I didn't mean to hit the, my gosh. Please tell me I froze myself because I switched the stupid graphics. Oh. Yeah, that's why I didn't want to do the anniversary graphics, man. On my laptop, not a big fan of that. Oh, crap. More came through. Yeah, let's see. We're already introducing things like the Needler in here. Trying to remember what... there we go. How do I switch... What button did I have going to the grenades here? Alright. Okay, there we go. Get rid of one of them at least. Alright, I need to get a new plasma pistol here. Okay, this Needler guy needs to go away. Still Needler. Okay. Alright, where... Oh, there you are. Standing on top of the, well, you were for a second. Okay, got one of the red guys. Okay, getting rid of another grunt. Alright, where are you, Mr. Elite? Okay, got you. And another grunt.
Hey, check it out.
Alright, there we go. We got rid of all of them. Gee, that wasn't,
I don't believe it! They're retreating! We won!
yeah, that wasn't super crazy or anything, right? Oh, yeah.
This is bad. Real bad.
Alright. Didn't quite get that one off, but... Alright, let's get rid of Mr. Elite. Okay, got you. No, I don't think that. That's what I want. Yeah, we want to swap out here. We're gonna. Make sure we got all the stuff we want here. I'm gonna let's see, I just want to get to the next room there, and I might call because I don't want to have like segments that like go on forever. So let me whoops, let me make sure I get all my ammo. I should be able to jump back on top of these sections here. Okay, so we can go through here. I think there might still be some left. Yeah, some more ammo left in that. So let's just get a couple bullets there. And let me get to another checkpoint, and like I said, we'll call it for there. That was like the first big major room here. Alright, checkpoint done. Alright, so next time, that was the first big major hangar. So next time, I think we'll go ahead and we'll take care of the rest of the Cairo Station, and like we'll see. Like, yeah, I had a lot of cutscenes eating up my time, but I'm going to try to keep things from going like crazy time late. So, all right, I will catch you guys in the next video. So, hey, we're already off to a fun start. Talk to you later.